Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of The Shadow of the Silver Mane, post Ogre edition. Only we still have an Ogre. Well, last time some stuff happened. I will kindly ask the host of this channel, to Skoll, to remind us what happened last time. But before that, just a brief reminder, dear viewers, this episode is posted on Skoll Shorties channel. The episode after that shall be posted on Sir Thompshire's channel. All our links are in the description below. And the one after that shall be posted on my channel, Teeironor. Again, links are in the description below. Now, before we get into things, as usual, I will ask these lovely people to briefly introduce themselves and their character. And the dice have decided that DoomGoblin should go ahead and introduce himself and his character first. Can you please go ahead, DoomGoblin?
Yeah, hello, it's me, DoomGoblin, and I play Captain Bladebeard, and last time we had a significant milestone happen.
Yeah.
We kind of leveled up, and I added my +1 to Sneaky, so I now have +6 in Sneaky. And yeah, I replaced one of my stunts. I used to have one that gave me +2 to flashy when I draw attention to myself, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I replaced it for one that let me actually read it. It says, "Little O me. I get +2 when quickly dodging an attack from a character that's taller than me." So yeah, Blaybeard is a dwarf. He's short and he's difficult to attack by people who are tall. Yeah.
You know how raid bosses, like regardless of the race, are always made to be like very tall so that they're like easy to click on. And from now on, we're gonna apply that treatment to Blaybeard. Everyone, Captain Blaybeard is now 8 feet tall. Congratulations.
Oh, great.
I'm joking.
But yeah, I had this stunt in mind. I came up with it like a session before I had to fight Lady Illyrian, Elsvis. What was her name?
Yep.
But I was like, it kind of feels like cheating to add a stunt like that before a fight. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna add it once we get to the milestone where we can add a new one. But I'm kind of, I added it now because I think it's pretty good and very helpful. Yeah.
I mean, I would have allowed it if you I would have allowed it if you decided to add it mid-boss fight, because technically you can.
I get it, but I kind of feel like I don't feel good about that.
Fair enough.
It feels like cheating to me.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Above board for our viewers and for any players who are like curious about the technical details, you can add or replace stunts on what's called a minor milestone, which can be pretty much anything. Like, I interpret it as meaning pretty much anything. Like, a break from the fight can be a minor milestone. You guys stopping to take a sip of water can be a minor milestone. So yeah, that's why I interpret it as pretty much anything. So that's why I would allow it. But also thank you, DoomGoblin. I actually forgot that I would have liked to ask you guys to talk about what you added to your character sheets now that you've all reached a significant milestone. Just before we move on, are you done with your introduction?
Yeah, he's a dwarf pirate.
Mm-hmm. Then thank you very much, DoomGoblin. And next, according to the dice, we would have Zelris. Can you please introduce yourself and your character and tell us what's new with Lyri?
I'm Zelris, and I'm playing Lyri, the coolest widow around. I replaced her stun that gave her +2 sneaky while in stealth with a stunt that lets her get +2 when she's like inspecting a magical thing, which seems a bit more useful because I don't really use the other stone. And she also has a +1 in sneaky. I think she's the only one of us that has a +8 in something. I might be wrong, but it's very
you're
cool.
actually correct.
And that's what's up with Lyri.
Thank you very much, Zelris. And next, according to the dice, yeah, we would have the very owner of the channel you guys are watching this on, Skoll Shorties. Can you please introduce yourself and your character and tell us what's new?
Yep. I am Skoll Shorties, and I am playing Captain Buhd, the ogre savior. He saved all his ogre pals, and he ended the tyranny of the ogre Break. And I gave a +1 to Buhd's Forceful, so it went from a 6 to now a 7, and I didn't really do anything else because I think Buhd has plenty of aspects and plenty of stunts. I couldn't really think of anything for a new stunt, so.
Yeah, that's fair, and obviously you don't have to think of anything. And also, like, any stunt you have that, like, you can have up to 3 stunts without cost, and any more than that, you don't have as many fate points, so there's also, like, that to keep in mind on that note. But thank you very much, Skoll. And next, we would have Sir Thompshire. Can you please introduce yourself and your character?
Sure. As always, I'll be playing Benjamin Aaran, the new savior of the ogres. And for a little milestone, I gave Benjamin a +1 in quick. So now he's very quick. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, very quick. Thank you very much, Thompshire. Speaking of ogres, Skoll, can you kindly remind us and the audience what happened last time whenever you're ready?
Yes, I can do that. The battle for the fate of the captive Gorduni ogres reaches its conclusion. Having slain the fell-empowered Karthok, our heroes move to confront the ogre mage Break and his hostage Chef Clunk, cheered on by the other captive ogres. As our heroes pondered how to handle the hostage situation, Lyri and Bersaro managed to sneak next to Break and teleport Chef Clunk and herself to safety using Marika's Hearthstone. The two found themselves within SI7 headquarters, where the young Blood Elf explained the situation. Afterwards, with no easy way of returning to the battle, she wandered the streets of Stormwind, where she spotted the ethereal Nexus Lord Teeironor and his retinue, apparently shopping for souvenirs. Having lost his only advantage, Break was unable to withstand Captain Buhd's righteous assault. In the end, the Ogre Magi was denied mercy, as our hero triumphantly slew him and was acclaimed as champion by the other ogres. As the prisoners explained how they wound up in Stormwind and Marika left to fetch the city guards, Benjamin Aaran and Captain Blaybeard explored the other rooms of the underground compound separately. Within Break's room, other than the refuse the ogre mage left behind, our heroes also discovered 3 hastily made statues arrayed in a formation as part of an unknown fell ritual. In the end, Benjamin decided to destroy them. We returned to our heroes about half an hour later, having just finished assisting the guards with escorting and housing the ogres, as they discuss their next move.
Thank you very much, Skoll. So, as Skoll just mentioned, half an hour about has passed as you guys like work with the guards to take the ogres from the underground compound and like keep them in line as you escorted them into their temporary lodging in the cathedral district, represented by the little ogre icon on the map. So you guys just finished that little process. You will also see, like, oddly enough, a guard from like probably like the trade district come in with Chef Clunk of all people, and he would explain that your companion Sin Lyri suddenly teleported in with him, and Chef Clunk would then be escorted into with the other ogres. So as this operation, quote unquote operation, is just wrapping up, first we'll visit what Benjamin, Blaybeard and Buhd are up to, and then we'll check up on Lyri, who is in a different part of town. Above board, you guys can also like move around your tokens if you would like to go wherever. But yeah, Benjamin, Buhd and Lyri, what are you guys doing? Like, the operation has just finished, and the ogres are housed very comfortably and like awaiting their fate, so to say. Well, that sounds kind of dark. They're awaiting, like, what the hell is gonna happen next, I suppose.
Well,
we're gonna throw spears at them.
As is tradition.
yeah, I'm surprised no one did that. I mean, this is Stormwind. They shouldn't like ogres.
Above board, the reason you guys are in the cathedral district, like the little compound where, I'm just gonna use variance token to represent this, the little compound where the ogres were held was situated around here, and the gods were interested in like getting the ogres lodging somewhere where they wouldn't need to like be paraded around Stormwind very much, and that's why you're in the cathedral district, which is like the closest to that underground compound. Make sense?
Yeah.
Miracle will begin scribbling a note, which you presume she will hand to one of you guys. Meanwhile, what are you guys doing? Any plans, etc., etc.?
I think this is above board, but I think Thompshire's internet's dying. Yeah, he just died.
Oh. Well, that solves that problem, I guess. Shall we check up on Lyri until we wait for Thompshire to get back? While we wait.
I think
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's probably the best solution.
Since I can't look at Discord, can you guys like tell me when Thompshire gets back?
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him.
Yeah, I that's why I said something.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, Zelris, you were just like wandering through Stormwind and you saw the Nexus Lord with his retinue like carrying a bunch of souvenirs. You decided to like steer clear of them, and they didn't like notice you on that note. But what's up with Lyri now? What's she doing? You can see where she is on the map at the moment. The Nexus Lord last you saw him was on the edge of the Dwarven district, but you don't know where he is now specifically.
Lyri is going to go drinking.
Okay. Do you have a place in mind?
No, not really. Maybe the place in the Mage Quarter if she can't find anything else on the way there. She'll look for a place, but the only one she knows of for sure is the one in the Mage Quarter.
You also, well, you know the place in the Mage Quarter. You also know the inn in the Trade District.
Oh yeah, I do.
And
Yeah.
I think you know the tavern in the Dwarven District. I think. But the Dwarven District is also where you saw the Nexus Lord, so up to you.
Lyri's going to head over to the Trade District to get a drink.
Okay, that makes sense to me. Okay, feel free to move your token around. You will see that it's more or less a typical day. You hear people like like it's Hallow's End, so you see people in lots of different costumes, but you hear like people talking about like there's a parade of ogres in the cathedral district. Are they real ogres? No, they can't be. That wouldn't make any sense. I saw a bunch of guards with them, so they are real ogres? I don't know. Like, you hear a bunch of rumors about ogres in the cathedral district. You probably get the gist of what's going on, but you're also like not entirely sure. Like, these are like second-hand witnesses, if that makes sense. Are you still heading towards the trade district?
Testing for Thompshire.
Can you guys hear me, by the way?
I
Yeah,
can hear you.
Oh wait, I wasn't pressing the button. Oh no.
Oh, okay. I thought like you didn't hear me.
Yeah, I could hear you, just everyone went silent and Thumbshire joined, and I had to make sure he could hear us. His internet is poop right now.
Okay, I said Lyri will head towards the cathedral and try and find a drink there, even though I don't really think there is a tavern in the cathedral district, but, you know.
Above
She
board,
can look anyway.
above board, I don't think there is either, but...
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense considering, you know, it's a cathedral district, but...
Any like feelings regarding the fact that you're heading towards the cathedral district, given the fact that that's, as far as you know, where like the hello Thompshire, given the fact that that's where you presume the like evil void people with Zalatath are?
Probably not good, but there's a bunch of ogres around and they should be good enough protection.
I suppose so. So you will head towards the cathedral district. Thompshire, can you hear us?
Yep.
Okay. And just very briefly, Lyri, as you pass through the trade district, you will see, like, again, more people talking about potential ogres in the cathedral district and what's that all about. You also see a small crowd of people apparently gathering around a very fancy-looking man dancing on top of a mailbox, but that's probably not important. Do you continue on?
I continue on. I pay the man no attention.
Makes sense. Okay. Shall we visit what Benjamin, Blaybeard, and Buhd are up to?
Yes.
Are you all with us?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what was the like last thing you heard, Thompshire?
Oh, I think I died right when we started.
Like right when the session started, or right when I asked
Yeah,
you
the
guys?
session itself.
Okay.
Yeah, when you asked us what we were gonna do, I guess.
Okay. Briefly, like Miracle is like scribbling a note, which you presume she'll like hand over to you guys. She's not doing like frantically; she's taking her time. But yeah, you guys have just finished housing the ogres, and they're all fairly content. They will listen to their good old Moarg no matter what. You also saw a guard bring in Chef Clunk, and the guard told you guys, "Oh yeah, Sin Lyri teleported in and delivered this guy to us. It's all good." You don't know where Lyri is at the moment, but other than that, what are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm always scared with potential technical issues.
I think that Buhd would be saying his temporary goodbyes to the ogres while he is present within the ogre compound, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Above board, and also in character, I suppose, ogres are pretty dumb. Like, if you someone they respect and see as their leader, if you tell an ogre, sit here, the ogre will sit there for days on end until he dies of starvation. Because
I assume Buhd is working with the Stormwind guards in his own way, to make sure that the ogres behave and don't rile up.
Mm-hmm. And they will definitely listen to you. They at least give me a careful.
Okay.
They will definitely listen to you for today, probably tomorrow as well, and probably the day after tomorrow. After that, you're not super sure.
That sounds about right with them.
But you do get assurances from the guard that they will be well fed and taken care of. But you also get like the guards like kind of hinting that maybe you should like take them somewhere else sooner rather than later.
I will try to get them as soon as we can out of city and back to a nice new home.
And the guards will be grateful to you for saying that. Would you like to exchange words with any particular ogre? Like, of the named ones who survived, Chef Clunk and Nourish are the named ones who survived so far.
Yeah, that's the only ones I think I remember naming. I didn't really give too many names to other ogres.
Well, the other ones are dead.
Yeah. Those guys got dealt with actually pretty quickly. It's very different from how I envisioned it, but you know what? I like what we did. Buhd will actually go to talk to Nourish.
Mm-hmm. Nourish, as like the intelligent ogre of the bunch, he's the only one you're not entirely sure that if you tell him sit here, you're not entirely sure he'll actually sit there until he dies of starvation. But you clearly sense that he is very, very loyal to you. But yeah, you will go to Nourish and he will say, "These rooms are too comfortable, Moarg. We need to sleep on the open ground. We need to go conquering again, like the good old days."
Well, no conquering in human city. They don't like that much. But we will get back to the swing of things when we find new home. I promise.
So, are we going back? Are we taking back Dharmo from the human King Gordok? Or are we finding a new home altogether?
My friends might have better plan than me, but I will discuss a lot of it. I'm not entirely sure if Diamond is best place. We need to see how it is. If it is as bad as Breck and everyone claim, then we might need to find new home.
Wherever you lead, we will follow, Moarg. And he bows before you.
Buhd will give a small nod. He's not that familiar with being treated like this outside of the Buhd Buccaneers, so he's kind of adjusting.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Nourish will say, kind of half jokingly, "I hope these humans give better food than the other ones."
I think they will. These ones are a lot nicer, and they don't want us as entertainment. They want us gone, but they want us gone in a good way, not bad way.
Well, I will keep the others in line until you return, Moarg, but how long can we wait? How long must we wait? And what should we do if you don't return?
Well, if anything bad happens, I want you to lead the ogres to our new home. If things go that bad, I don't think it will, but we don't know anymore. But I don't think that will happen, and if it hopefully it doesn't. But if it does, I think you will be a good leader.
We will slaughter our way out if need be. You have my word.
Well, I don't think that will be necessary, but if the humans do things bad to any of you, then I could understand.
For Nourish, perhaps looks very bewildered at you saying that, and he says, "You really have changed, Mowarg."
Well, I think that I was changed really a lot when I lost my horn and when Break and that traitor worked against me. I am still Buhd, but I am slowly remembering bits and pieces of when I was Mowarg. It weird.
If we ever had to Darmo and we kill all the elves there, I'm sure their fancy books have a way to restore your memories.
Maybe. I was also promised by troll god of a way to restore memory by going to the troll land of Zandalore.
This is the most confused you've ever seen Nourish. He'll just nod slowly. Well,
But
go ahead.
But that is there seems to be many ways to help restore me, it sounds like.
Well, I will follow you wherever you lead, Mowarg, whether it be this weaker side of you or the conqueror of old. Where you lead, I will follow.
Well, I might be not the same Mowarg, but I am still strong. We took down Brick and Kraken and all sorts of other. We fought a dragon once, so Buhd is pretty strong.
You are strong, yes, but you could be stronger, and you were stronger.
Well, one day I will become stronger again.
He nods, and he will say, until that day, until your strength comes back, I will keep the others in check.
Yes.
He will extend a hand towards you to shake it.
Buhd will shake it with a firm grip.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously not enough to break his arm or anything, but you know.
You've also always known Nourish to be physically weaker than other ogres, part of the reason why he turned to magic. So your grip is definitely stronger than his. And he winces a bit and says, perhaps there's still some old strength left.
I think so too.
Stay safe, Moarg, and well, I look forward to the day where we can call you King Gordok.
Maybe Pirate King Gordok.
He looks confused.
We will see. Future is very interesting.
He will nod. Where to? First asking Skoll, and then we'll check up on Benjamin and Blaybeard.
I think Buhd will walk over to check on Chef Clunk because he hasn't met with him in a while, but we could probably go to somebody else in the meantime.
Sure. Benjamin and Blaybeard, what's up with you guys?
I would like to find Benjamin. Talk to him.
He's right next to you.
Oh, hi Benjamin. One of my most trusted allies. How you doing? Do you have any plans for today?
Well, I think we should probably return to the keep and... well, actually, maybe we should give those documents you found a look, don't you think?
I didn't find any documents.
You didn't?
Nope.
Oh, sorry, what was it, Lyri?
Lyri took them, yes.
Oh, okay, then forget
Doom-
I said that.
DoomGoblin tried to find them, but the room was burned by Lyri beforehand.
Okay, then let's rewind in a few seconds. Well, I'd say we should probably get back to the keep and finish this business. I assume Lyri will head there too.
I guess. I mean, we can just have the gnome tell everything to the king for us.
Miracle, who's next to you, she will nod and she'll mouth the words while she's still scribbling a note. I can give the king the full report.
Plus, your mom and my dad are still at the keep, and I'm kind of worried to leave them with her alone. So I'd also like to check up on that.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Shall we check up on Buhd and Chef Clunk? Because I think that'll be a fairly brief scene.
Okay. I figured Bladebeard and Benjamin had more to say, but yeah.
Oh, if Thompshire and DoomGoblin, would you like to continue? Up to you guys.
I guess we wait for Buhd and then go to the keep, right? Is that our plan?
Yeah, I guess.
Sure. But as you check up on Chef Clunk, he still seems like a little bit lethargic, and now that you're probably for the first time up close with him, you notice the horrible wounds that have been inflicted on him. You would have heard from the other ogres that again Chef Clunk was sort of kept as a hostage to keep them in line by the humans and by Break. And when he refused to cooperate, they obviously tortured him. So he was a very broken ogre when the boss fight started. But you noticed how you fighting gave him hope. So as you walk in, he will look up at you but not really say anything. What do you do?
I remember you. You were a great chef in our home.
Yes, me chef, yes. You Moarg. Thought you dead.
I was kind of dead, but I'm somewhat alive. I am both Moarg and Buhd, but for probably ease, I am Moarg.
I was kind of dead too. I am both Chef Clunk and kind of dead. For ease.
Well, I'm glad that you are alive. Looks like Break no treat you so well.
We going home now?
We will eventually. We got to work with the humans for a little bit, but in due time. In due time, we will be going back home, though.
Can I at least cook?
I don't see why they wouldn't let you cook for ogres.
Yes, make big feast for Moarg back from dead kind of body. Yes.
Well, you should. I'd like to eat that in someday, but I think you should also hold feast for your own freedom and other ogres' freedom.
Yes. Feast. With good food, not human slop. Yes?
If they let you, they should let us have good meal of fawn and deer.
Can we eat dwarf?
No. They are friends now. We no eat friends.
Can we eat elf?
No, they friends too. We eat good animal food. It tastes better. Trust me.
Can we eat human? They animal too.
No, they still friends. We work with them, and they work with us, and they probably will provide you with good meats, to cook.
He nods slowly and says, if Morg says humans give us food, good ingredients, then I obey.
Yes. They should. I talk with them a lot to make sure everyone here is treated good.
But if ingredients not good, maybe a human or two go missing, wind up in stew.
Well, no go that far, chef. You know what to get bad beaten again. That'd be no good.
He looks terrified when you say that.
But it's just trying to be very careful with the guy.
Okay, me obey.
You don't worry, chef. Chef, you'll be good. You'll be okay.
Yes, be good, me obey, yes.
No. It's okay. It's okay. You take good rest, okay, chef?
Okay. When you come back from conquest, bring good food, yes? Make into feast, yes?
Yes, we will have good feasts again.
Feast. Yeah. He looks a bit like the fear from before is gone like in an instant when the word feast comes up.
Buhd will give him a good thumbs up.
And he'll continue like giggling to himself, and he'll like start thinking like, and he will start like mumbling, deer taste good with vegetable, but vegetable tastes best with human blood. Ooh, where to get human blood if can't kill humies? Can use elf blood. But elf blood need to kill elf. Complicated. More give me challenge. And he'll continue like pondering about it.
Buhd will just give another nod. He's not really sure what to do with Chef, but you know.
He's not really paying attention. He's not really paying attention to you.
Yeah, Buhd will go back to Bladebeard and Benjamin now after waving to the ogres. I assume they know what's up, so.
And they will readily obey, as I mentioned. Meanwhile, on the Benjamin Blaybeard front, Miraca will hand you the note she's been scribbling, Benjamin. The note says, it was a pleasure working with you all. I apologize for the past incident. I'm going to write the report for the king. Please tell Lady Lyri that she has to report at 1800 hours to the Old Town Barracks. She has to look for one Lady Wishak, okay? That's what the paper says.
What about?
And she will write down for her enrollment.
Oh, right. Yeah. We'll tell her.
She gives you a nod, and as Buhd rejoins the group, she'll wave at you, Buhd, and like give you a small salute, and then she will venture off towards the Dwarven district.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, the ogre of the hour.
Yes, it new feelings. Lots of new and old feelings bubbling.
We were thinking of going back to the keep. Are you coming with us?
Yes, I made it so Noresh, my old friend, is in charge of ogres while I am gone. I will one day lead them to a new home, hopefully.
At this point, I think any of you who are particularly observant would notice Lyri entering the Cathedral District from the direction of the Trade District.
Speak of the devil.
I wasn't speaking of a devil.
I meant Lyri.
I wasn't speaking of Lyri either.
But we were speaking about her with Miracle. Remember? Or you?
I don't listen to that gnome.
Well, it would surprise me if you did, because she can speak.
Really? Oh yeah.
Also,
I just thought I was ignoring her voice.
also above board, she handed Benjamin a note. That's the entire communication.
Well, anyways, we should tell her our plan and her meeting with the Stormwind Guard, I guess.
This is the person she was told to report to.
Ah, yes, I was going to ask about that.
Zelris, Lyri, feel free to join the group, quote unquote.
She joins the group.
Speak of the devil.
Really?
She doesn't say anything though.
Let's go to the keep, I guess.
Oh, and at 800 hours, they'll be looking for you at the Old Town Barracks, and you're supposed to look for a certain Lady Wishak.
Why?
Weren't you, like, enrolling or something?
No.
Well, I guess you can clear that up with the king, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 1800 hours is a long time, so we have time.
That like 5 years.
No,
Probably.
just 5 hours.
Oh,
Well, I hope you appreciate my work back there.
oh, you saved Chef Clunk. Very good. You very scared.
Mm-hmm. I also had to climb through a vent and fight off a warlock by myself, Benjamin Bladebeard.
Oh, so did we. We went through a vent and we fought
Rats.
Rats.
Lots
Rats.
of rats. Like an absurd amount of rats. Like an unimaginable amount of rats.
Well, the plan didn't work, did it? I mean, why were you going through the vent?
Because a leper gnome told us.
Wait,
Why else?
wait, did we talk the same vent? I thought you were too big to fit in a vent.
No, we found another vent that was pretty conveniently leading us to.
You just
Yeah.
left me there in the Brawlers Guild and looked around elsewhere?
No, the entrance was like close by.
Okay.
Did I mention we were attacked by rats?
Uh-huh.
Did any of you say, "Oh, rats"? Because that was a good opportunity to say that.
Where are you going after this?
Like after the keep?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess that's something to discuss after that.
Sure. Well,
And after the beginning of your new life within the Stormwind Army.
uh-huh. Yeah, sure. I actually have some papers I forgot to hand over to the SI7 agents, so I should probably give them to the king.
Can I give them a look first?
Sure, but give them back to me so I get the credit for giving them. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Larry will take out the papers that she took out of her bag and give them to Benjamin.
Benjamin, do you read through them?
Yeah. I guess I'm like reading through them as we walk, maybe.
You will find that they're fairly, well, they're important, but they're fairly boring, like expense reports. Like, we need these many kilos of meat to feed the ogres. It amounts to this amount of gold. We expect this payout from the tournament that should cover these costs. Lady Whitley's providing us with this much of a budget. Like, it's a bunch of papers about like administrative work. Still important evidence, but not particularly interesting.
Kind of boring. We could have that.
What's on the papers?
Accounting.
From who?
Anything damning?
Well, I guess it proves they were holding the ogres.
Okay.
In the sense of like, if it's damning, Lady Whitley's name is repeatedly mentioned, and you also see some notes about like, well, especially in the beginning, like Tarsus Roswell sold us these ogres for this price, so we need to recoup this amount of money. So it's also evidence of like Roswell Jr.'s involvement.
Wait, Lyri, how about we don't give these papers to the king?
Why would we not?
Maybe we can use them to get rich. We can forge documents with Lady Whitley's signatures and stuff, and get all of her gold.
How about you don't?
Why not?
You already raided a vault in like the last month. That should set you for life.
What?
Didn't you raid Lord
No,
Roseguard?
I'm broke. I'm fucking broke. I got nothing.
That's your fault.
No longer, because we have these papers.
Look, I think
I'm not
the king
Well,
owes us a reward, okay?
Easier to blackmail than to forge. I mean, I'm just thinking logically here.
I mean, she's an evil person. We are stealing from the greedy and giving to the needy. That's my whole that's my whole deal, Benjamin.
Look, but if we make her the victim,
They won't
she'll
know.
be less accountable for whatever's going on because she'll, I don't know, make some weird excuse.
They won't know. We are good at this.
No, you're not. You're a pirate, Blaybeard.
I'm good at this, and I bet
You're not.
Lyri is also good at this.
No.
And you can turn to people. That can be useful.
But what do you think?
You need to make her pay for what she did to your people, right?
What are we talking about?
Taking money from evil slaver woman.
Bladebeard wants to make us criminals again after we just got cleared of our charges.
I mean, I'd prefer not to do anything bad because I got away with, like, killing people and arson, so I prefer to remain on the good side of the law, at least in Stormwind.
See?
Oh, if it's about being good in Stormwind, I don't want my ogre people being punished for anything bad I do.
Yeah, didn't I burn down like a few buildings and kill a bunch of guards? I mean, they could have easily still charged me for that. I'd rather not test anyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We should just get back, turn in these papers, and everyone will be happy.
And if you want to do illegal shit, we can just go to like Stranglethorn again. There's no
No,
laws there.
let's not go to Okay.
You're a bunch of cowards.
Non-criminal cowards.
Give me the.
Yeah, boring cowards.
Lyri holds her hand out to take the papers back and put them in her bag. Papers, Benjamin?
No, yeah, sure. Have them back.
Lyri will
Just
put
hold
them
on tight to them, or Bladebeard will snip them to himself.
Wait a minute. You're right. You're good at like looking after things, right, Benjamin?
Fairly so.
You keep the papers. I feel like you're more careful with things.
Yeah, I guess I'll give you at the entrance or something.
Yeah, in fact, I don't even care. I don't even care. Just say I found them. I don't have to be the one to give them to the king. You can do it.
If you say so.
As you walk, can all of you give me a careful check, please? Okay, Benjamin and Blaybeard, two things. First off, actually, give me a second. Okay, so just one thing. First off, as you're walking and talking, and you're heading towards the Dwarven district, correct?
Yeah.
As you're walking and talking, you also hear people walking and talking like from the opposite direction, heading like in your direction, like not turning a road. Like you have to walk through. I'm trying to explain it, but I'm bad at it. But basically, as you're walking and you would have to like turn a left, you would hear some voices talking from the other side, like walking in your direction, and you recognize those voices as the voice of some ethereals.
Oh god.
Wait. Oh yeah, they're in the Dwarven district. Oh no.
Bladebeard, are you hearing this?
Yeah, it's the Nexus Lord guy.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the Nexus Lord is in the Dwarven district. I saw him earlier.
Should we avoid him?
I mean, he'll only recognize Buhd, right? Oh no, and Bladebeard.
Well, he recognized all of us except you because we met him back at Booty Bay.
Oh yeah,
wow.
he was working with the demons.
I forgot he was working the demon.
Yeah, sort of.
Should
I
we
guess-
report that to the king?
Maybe, yeah.
Why didn't we report that last time?
Well, they kind of
Forgot.
betrayed the demons and just left.
The
That
ethereals
is
are
true, but
approaching. Like now, you hear the footsteps coming closer and closer.
Okay, I think we should probably not go through here.
he's like right there. Just walk on quiet and he won't notice. What's he gonna do? Fight?
I don't know, he's just shady. I don't want to run into him.
Oh, he has that like cyborg orc thing there as well. The one that
Yeah,
like.
it's kind of spooky. I don't want to see it.
We'll have to. Fine.
Let's just go past them. What's the big deal?
I could throw everyone on roof, and then I hide cleverly because I'm really good at hiding.
It's a cathedral district. The only bad thing here is that they have like cultists that worship the void. It's the only bad thing. It's
Yeah,
the same
don't worry,
place.
you know.
Don't fight here.
Footsteps keep approaching.
Just go. You know what? I'll walk past. If you wanna go around, Benjamin, be my guest. But I walked past him before. It was perfectly fine.
Not that he doesn't know you. That's my point.
I'm just gonna go this way. You guys taking forever.
So, which of you are heading like in a way that would make your paths intersect with the ethereals?
Yeah, I'm not intersecting with them.
Bladebeard.
So Benjamin, no. Blaybeard, yes. Buhd and Lyri.
Bud is leaving.
In which way? Lyri will go whatever way the others are going, because she... Yeah.
Benjamin and Buhd are running away, almost literally, and Blaybeard is just carrying on.
Well, but everyone was just talking about going around, and Bud has no idea why, so he kind of just left.
Lyri will go past him, I guess, and kind of wait on the other side if she can. So yeah, she's gonna go past.
Okay. So Blaybeard and Lyri are going to crossroads of the ethereals. As they turn the corner, you see what Lyri saw the previous episode, the Nexus Lord like walking nonchalantly, accompanied by his very creepy orc bodyguard. And now that you're up close, Lyri, you sense like some very bad magical vibes coming from that duo. And they're also joined by 2 ethereal guards who are carrying pretty much a bunch of souvenirs. Blaybeard, can you roll me a sneaky?
I'm not stealing anything.
I know. Okay, the Nexus Lord sees you, Blaybeard. He would also see Lyri, but he doesn't pay attention to Lyri, and he says, Captain Blaybeard, was it? A pleasure to meet you once again.
Nexus Lord, right?
Yes, Nexus Lord Teeironor. I apologize that our last deal didn't go through, but I hope that we can do business again in the future.
Yeah, sure.
If you
See you around.
If you find any more prime specimens, well, you can always come find me. I'm always in the market. This city is particularly interesting.
Oh yeah, you should check the park. It's very pretty this time of year.
Where's that?
I point towards the direction of the park.
Thank you for your kindness. He would look at you, Lyri, and say, I don't believe we've met.
Nope. My name is Sinlari Embasaro. Pleasure to meet you.
He nods and says, well, to be perfectly honest, I don't particularly remember people who can't make me money, but a pleasure to meet you regardless.
Who's the orc guy?
Oh, this is Subject 7.
You don't remember him from the Brawlers Guild tournament?
Oh, were you in the audience?
Mm-hmm. I watched.
It was quite the
Impressive
spectacle.
show.
He was quite the spectacle, a marvel to behold. It didn't quite garner the reception I was hoping for. Lyri, once again, the magical vibes you're getting from these 2 are definitely setting you off. It feels like very reminiscent of when you were in contact with one special dagger.
Right. Oh, I think he's quite marvelous myself.
He turns to look at you robotically, not in a natural fashion. His head twists way more than it should. And he just stares blankly. The orc. And the ethereal say, a great experiment, and one I hope to continue in the future. So, Captain Blaybeard, once again, I must thank you for providing me and my organization with the inspiration to further our experiments, and I do hope that we can do further business in the future. Were those crystals helpful to you?
Nope, not at all. But yeah.
Then perhaps we can discuss alternate methods of compensation then.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, see you around.
We shall be in Stormwind for the next couple of days, and particularly look for us at the Brawlers Guild. Captain Blaybeard, Azarofian, says to Lyri, and then he will motion for his retinue to march on.
Alright. I continue marching on as well.
I continue marching on.
What are Benjamin and Buhd doing?
I guess we're going around.
Yeah, you would see the Nexus Lord marching with his retinue with the the ethereal bodyguards laden with souvenirs, barely able to keep up, and the extremely creepy orc just marching robotically alongside him. And the Nexus Lord just looks like a tourist looking around at all the sights and mumbling to himself. I'm guessing you do not initiate contact with him, correct?
Not really, no.
Okay. Then you'll be able to find a moment to walk by, no checks required, as Blaybeard and Lyri march on and enter the Dwarven district. Benjamin and Buhd, do you like rush to catch up with them, or do you go on your own pace?
Yeah, I guess we kind of rush to get to them.
I think Buhd would go at his own pace and then realize Benjamin's running and then would run after him.
Then the group would once again reunite fairly quickly.
Well, who did you sell this time?
Nobody. We just talked to him.
Figured you'd sell Lyri or something.
You don't know me at all, Benjamin, then. I haven't sold anyone.
Right. Shall we keep going then, Mr. I haven't sold anyone?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Are you like taking more or less a straight path, like along the canals to the keep, or are you heading through the Dwarven district, like making a stop somewhere?
Lyri's going to go straight to the keep because she doesn't want
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Buhd and Blaybeard?
Yeah, same.
Yep.
Okay. As you go, you won't meet too many people. Again, you'll probably hear like a couple people mumbling about an ogre, and then they will suddenly like go very, very quiet when Buhd goes by. Not a small amount of people run on site when they see Buhd. You probably will also see like some people complaining to the guards, but the guards will like reassure the citizens that it's all right. You would also probably hear something about like the what's the name? The golden keg was the name. Am I right?
Yeah.
About like the golden keg apparently being overrun with rats. If you hear that right, which shouldn't really be happening usually. But other than that, you are able to continue on your way unhindered. Unless, I don't know, are you looking for something in particular?
Nope.
Not really.
Sure. So, continue on. Feel free to also move your tokens if you'd like. And you're marching on towards the keep, correct?
Yep.
Okay, then as you will approach the keep, let me put some stuff on screen in just a moment. Well, at least I hope I made tokens for these people. I might not have made them. That would be bad. So give me a hot second. Oh, fortunately I did. You will see two people walking out from the keep. First off is this gentleman, whom you may or may not recognize. And he is joined by, once I put them on screen, where did I put the damn guy? Yeah, this gentleman.
Not suspicious at all.
Yeah. And they're like talking. They appear to be both of them like, well, especially the sorcerer looks particularly annoyed, and the nobleman, whom you would know as Gideon, like trying to reassure him. And yeah, do you try to avoid them? What's your strategy, quote unquote?
When he like attacked us, we saw him, right? Like his face.
The nobleman Gideon? Yes, but I think he only attacked Whom did he attack?
Was it me?
Everyone except for Buhd. And then he led
you're
me
right.
to
You're
the...
right. You're right. You're definitely right. You're definitely right. Yeah. So everyone except for Buhd would recognize that that's a bad guy.
Yeah, then I guess we'll definitely try to avoid him.
Should we make sure that they arrest him?
All by what? Beating him up in the middle of the street?
Telling them that he's a criminal.
Haven't we already?
Isn't he part of the Silver Mane?
Who is a criminal? Is it Buhd?
Kinda. But the guy in red pants, if I remember correctly.
It's a red shirt now.
Oh no, it's a red shirt. He changed his clothing. I mean,
Oh,
people do that often.
it's
so
red
yeah.
shirt guy.
Well, he was mentioned in the documents, right?
Yeah, and I saw him. He led me to Aaran.
Right, then I guess we should, instead of just attacking him in the street, we should just inform the king of such a fact, which I think we did. I'm not sure.
I said his name, I guess, to the king, Gideon.
Well, let's just keep a low profile, and everything will be cleared up, hopefully.
Wait. He led you to who?
To their secret pub place.
Okay. What happened there?
I almost killed Elsvis, but she escaped. She was saved by Stormwind guards.
Okay. Lyri kind of frowns a bit.
But I know where she is. Apparently, she's in Westfall.
Oh, no, we're not going back to Westfall. Never mind.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Bad memories.
Some good ones.
Being jailed was not a good memory.
Being what?
Jailed.
Oh, jailed. Yeah. Not good, but there were good parts.
Can all of you roll sneaky? Lyri or stunt would apply, and I will take the average of your rolls.
I got a 10. You better not do anything bad, bud.
20. So 20 divided by 4 is a 5. Okay. Okay.
That was close.
You are able to Gideon and High Sorcerer Andromath walk by in the direction of the old town, still chatting about something. The sorcerer looks to be very irate, and Gideon is trying to calm him down.
And they don't see us?
They do not see you.
I think we should attack them.
No. Let's just hurry up the stairs and clear this up.
Hey, Gideon!
Oh my god.
Reach for the sky! and I pull my gun on him.
As Bladebeard opens his mouth, I just try to cover it.
First off, Benjamin and Blaybeard, give me opposed quicks.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh good.
Whoa!
Gotta go fast.
I didn't realize Benjamin was so quick.
I mentioned at the intro, I'm very quick.
Blaybeard, as soon as you're about to yell, before you manage to yell, your mouth is definitely clammed shut by Benjamin.
I'm gonna punch him in the balls.
Oh my god.
Okay. Get quick or forceful attack, or careful, I guess. And Benjamin, how would you defend yourself?
I guess I'll just try repositioning myself, behind him or something.
Sounds like a careful defense.
I'm gonna do quick. I believe you said that was the option.
Forceful, quick, or careful, up to you.
I'll take quick.
Or sneaky, I guess. I don't know. Benjamin, the way you okay. Shall we turn this into actual combat, or shall we keep it as a narrative thing?
I don't know, depends. Is Bladebeard gonna scream?
Yeah.
Then combat it is, I guess.
Then, Benjamin, how do you take free damage?
Level 3 stress box, I guess.
Okay, it is now your turn.
I'll just try to tackle Bladebeard to the ground.
Sounds forceful to me.
Yeah, I guess so.
How does Blaybeard defend himself?
I guess I would have to break out of his grabs.
Sounds forceful. Okay. Blaybeard successfully managed to not get pinned down by Benjamin. Blaybeard's turn.
Yeah, I yell at Gideon. Reach for the sky, criminal! I point my gun towards him.
Both Gideon and the sorcerer turn towards you. The sorcerer clearly looks very surprised and he says, "Who do you think you're calling a criminal, you crook?" And Gideon just smiles at you.
Is the sorcerer the guy who welcomed us to Stormwind?
Yes.
Oh no!
I'll actually go over to Lyri and just whisper, "Hey yo, let's leave Bladebeard and go up the stairs. This isn't our problem anymore."
And also, wait, do I notice that it's the guy who escorted us?
Yeah, I think you would. I leave it entirely up to you if Lyri would remember or not.
I think she would, considering this is what kind of caused everything to go down.
You should come along too, bud, or you're gonna get in trouble again.
That's the end last night, Benjamin. We should definitely just leave.
Yeah, let's just keep going and Bladebeard will sort it out.
I'm talking to you, you crooks! Get
I'm
back
glad I
here!
ended up killing him.
Is he talking to us?
No,
Yeah, just ignore him. He's not there. Yeah.
Is there like a pottery plant or something nearby?
Give me a careful. No.
Okay.
What was the wizard's name again?
High Sorcerer Andromath. He's an actual NPC.
Yeah. Andromath.
Do you
Yeah,
want me to type that out?
No, I have it written, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh yeah, wizard. Remember me? I was brought here by Khedgar.
Of course I remember you. You're the people who almost killed my apprentice. Who tarnished the name of our entire Mage Academy with a conspiracy about warlocks. You all should be in jail.
But he is the one in the warlock cult, not me. I'm the one who is defeating them.
Not really listening to you, he'll say, "You all should be in jail, you criminals, crooks. I can't believe that a king is allowing you to walk the streets. Why, if we weren't in Stormwind..."
Oh, shut up!
You shut up! And you'll see like Gideon try to like calm him down and say, and he'll whisper something to him. You're a bit far away to like hear what's going on.
Can we all stop acting like children for once?
As long as I am High Sorcerer, you will never be welcome again in the Mage Academy of Stormwind. And he like turns around and storms off. And
Why would I want to be in the Mage Academy of Stormwind? Or he just kind of like looks around asking.
he flips you off. As he walks off, Gideon stays a little bit behind and he looks at you guys and gives you a wink, and then he joins the sorcerer, walking off.
He seemed nice.
Well, I
that
guess he has balls for what it's worth.
That was fun.
Yeah, don't do that again, Bladebeard.
Also,
I'm
don't
gonna
yell
run
at
after him.
Blaybeard's going.
He's what?
He's going after them. He left.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not dealing with this. Goodbye.
I'm not either. I want to. We can discuss future plans when we Bladebeard out of it. It's his fault.
Oy.
What do you do, Blaybeard, as you run after them?
Are there any guards around?
Let's do a roll. Yeah, a handful. Like there's probably like 2 guards patrolling.
Let me think about this. I'm thinking of using my stun, but that means that I need to lie to them. And if I told them that he's a warlock, an evil warlock, that wouldn't be a lie. So I need to tell them something that's equally terrible and arrestable. What should I... Or maybe even worse. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the guards and say, "Oi, that guy in the red shirt, he's a demon. He's a demon dressed as a human." And I'm gonna use my stun, the deceiver.
Okay, the guards like look absolutely shocked, but because of your stun, they believe you. Will say that they know that you are in the king's employ and they trust you in that regard. And they rush after Gideon and Andromath. Do you follow or?
Sure. Shit, I should have waited for Andromath to hear me as well. No, he's on his side still. Yeah, I already did it. It doesn't matter. All right, I follow the guards.
Okay. The guards rush up to Gideon and Andromath and draw their weapons. Andromath yells out, "What's the meaning of this? Do you know whom you're speaking to?" And the guards look intimidated and say, "Apologies, High Sorcerer. We have credible information that this man is a demon." "Are you out of your mind, guardsman? Who do you think you're talking to?" "Sir, kindly we request that..." Well, the other guard says, please, sorcerer, help us take down this foul demon." And Andromath will say, "I will do no such thing. Can you believe these people?" And Gideon will say, "No, Andromath. Kind soldier, can you tell us who told you this?" And the soldier will say, "I don't have to answer to you, demon." Fair enough, I suppose. Well, I'm not adverse to cooperating with the authorities, but a demon? This is absurd. Do you walk into the scene, Blaybeard?
Yeah.
Are you the one who set these false charges?
Nope. I said the right charges.
Andromath will say, "This whole city is corrupt. How can they allow you to walk freely? Guardsmen, this dwarf is obviously the true criminal here." And the guards, because of your stun, say, "High Sorcerer, respectfully, there's a demon in our midst and we have to deal with him."
Yeah, let's just chill. Let's just bring this demon to the king and resolve this the civilized way.
"We're not bringing a demon to the king. Are you insane?" says one of the guards.
Well, if he comes willingly, I think he has the same rights as everyone in this town, right?
"He's a demon. And the other guard would say, "You tried to assassinate the king. We cannot allow that."
Come on.
Andromath would say, "Have you all gone insane here?"
I mean, doesn't really matter. The guards are arresting him. Are you?
No, we're killing
him.
We're killing him. We cannot allow a demon to go free.
Don't worry. He ain't gonna go free. We just. Actually, yeah. Let's kill him.
Okay. We'll do this in initiative. You're first, Blaybeard, then Gideon, then Andromath, and then the guards.
Alright. Demon, I'm gonna count to 3. If you don't surrender, I'm gonna shoot. Alright?
But I've already surrendered.
Alright, see? He surrendered. Let's bring him to the key.
guards still seem set on killing him, and narratively they will lunge with their weapons drawn, attacking clearly. But you go first though.
Alright, I shoot him.
Okay.
I go 1 and I shoot.
Can you sounds like a forceful or careful to me, I suppose. Up to you.
Alright. Forceful or careful? Alright. I'll go with forceful.
Gideon does not defend himself, so you deal 4 points of damage. Where do you shoot him?
In the leg.
Okay. You shoot him in the leg and he collapses and lets out a scream of pain. And Andromath says, "This is insanity!" And Gideon just like wails in pain.
Come on, fight back. That's what you do when someone shoots you, right? Come on, demon or warlock. Just shoot me back with fire.
Gideon, on his turn, let me roll something.
How much damage does he take?
Well, 4, because you dealt 4. Can you...
So level 4 consequence?
Yeah. My bad. What would you like the consequence to be called?
Bullet to the knee.
You bastard. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me a careful? I rolled something for Gideon. Okay. That was Gideon's turn. Andromath on his turn will like try to create a protective barrier separating him and Gideon from you and the guards. So he will roll his forceful. And he fails in creating that advantage. Guard's turn, they will attack Gideon. And they deal 3 damage in total because Gideon will not defend himself as they pretty much begin literally chopping him to bits. Blaybeard, it is your turn.
I'm confused. What's going on?
Andromath yells out in like visibly panicked, "Murder! Murder!" And Gideon just seems to be in a lot of pain as he's being chopped
I'm
to bits by the guards.
gonna look at Gideon and try to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Maybe try to learn one of his aspects. Would that be helpful in this situation?
Sure. Give me a hot second, so that I can like give you the exact difficulties and all that good stuff. Where the hell did I put him? Okay. Okay. It'll be difficulty 2 to learn his high concept, 4 to learn his trouble, and 6 to learn his tertiary.
Alright. I will roll. So that's the consequence.
High concept or the trouble, choice is up to you.
Oh yeah, trouble. Yeah, let's see his... No, I want his high concept actually. Yeah.
His high concept is that he is a nobleman of Stormwind. Very helpful, I know.
Yeah, but he's also a warlock. That should be in his high concept, right?
Was that your turn?
I guess. Wait, let me see. So do I get the sense that he really isn't the same guy I met the other night? Or
Give me a careful, I guess. Hard to tell.
I mean, they could have used an illusion. Yeah. Alright, that's my turn.
Gideon will spend his turn writhing in pain as the guards are chopping him up. Andromav will spend his turn attacking the guards. And he knocks one of the guards out of the fight, like blasting him into the canals. And heavy armor, which is pretty dangerous. The other guard, convinced that Gideon is a demon, will continue attacking him. And apparently deal no damage. But I am going to use a fate point, my only fate point for this encounter, to deal 2 damage to Gideon, which would make it his level 2 stress. Your turn.
Wait, you just attacked a Stormwind guard. That's illegal. That's an offense.
I'm protecting an innocent. You are next if you take one more step. We're going to take this straight to the king, you bastard. This is Andromath speaking.
Yeah, let's do that. That was my plan all along.
We have to slay the demon, you fool, says the remaining guard.
No, we don't really have to.
It's a demon. We can't let him near the king.
I mean, he's been near more dangerous stuff than demons, right?
That doesn't mean it makes sense to put him in danger. And the guard lifts up the sword to impale Gideon. But it's your turn.
Oh boy, I get the sense that this isn't the same Gideon, but just some rando that's gonna die, and you wanna kill him, so you spent a fate point. I could tell them that I was lying, but that wouldn't be good for me.
It would also contradict. Oh, well, actually, yeah, your stunt says that you can reveal that you were lying. My bad.
Yeah, but I don't wanna. But I also don't want them to kill him. Actually, whatever. I'll just do nothing. I'll skip my turn.
Gideon. I think, in terms of narrative, he'll look to Andromath and say, "Please save me," and skip his turn. Andromath on his turn will try to shield Gideon from, make a magical shield to protect Gideon from the guard. And he succeeds the shit out of that magical shield, creating an advantage with 2 charges. Protective shield, I'll call it. The guard will say, "High Sorcerer, respectfully, you're standing in the way of justice." And The guard will swing at Gideon. And apparently do nothing as the blade bounces off the barrier, so let's say. Blaybeard, it's your turn.
Oh yeah, wizard dude. I saw this guy using.
I will hear no more from you, criminal! The sorcerer seems to be in genuine distress. Because apparently two guards and a dwarf are trying to butcher his friend in the streets.
I saw Gideon using evil magics. He's a warlock or a demon.
If you say one more word, I will blast you into the canals as well. For all I know, you're the demon here.
Is there a way to prove that I'm not?
You get the sense that Andromath, confident in his barrier, will attack you on his turn.
I'm gonna get prepared for his attack.
How?
Try to guess where he's gonna attack me, and get prepared to jump from that place somewhere else.
Yeah, that sounds like a careful defense. You're trying to create an advantage.
Sure.
Sure, give me a careful, say difficulty 2. You succeed. What would you like your advantage to be called?
I don't know. I am prepared.
Sure
I know
thing.
we used that before, but sure.
I mean, we've also used disarm before a bunch, and it's still happening.
Yeah.
Okay. Gideon will skip his turn. Andromath will try to blast you with an arcane blast, like the same thing he did to the guard, where he pushed the guard into the canals. He's trying to do to you.
All right. I'll dodge.
Okay. It's a quick defense with your stunt applying. Give me a quick.
6.
Yeah, that's a 6. How do you take 2 points of damage?
I take my level 2 stress.
Sure thing. The guard will continue trying to slay the demon. Okay, and deal 1 point of damage, because Gideon does not defend himself. Okay, Blaybeard, it's your turn.
Come on, guard. Stop. Just stop. I know the king is... I know king wants to talk with him before we kill him.
Mr. Blaybeard, I'll ask you to please help me, or I'll charge you with obstructing justice as well. We have to kill this demon. Do you understand the severity of a demon loose in Stormwind?
No. I mean, he could be helpful. We could get a lot of information from him.
The only demon here is this dwarf, says Andromath.
I mean, the guy isn't even defending himself. He obviously wants to be brought.
A ploy, obviously. What else could it be?
I don't know, he's very weak. Maybe. Could be that he's actually an imp that they're always scared. Maybe we can get a lot of information from him, right?
Above board, DoomGoblin, unless you admit you are lying or you take some form of action against the guard, you will not dissuade him. An action doesn't have to be violent, like you can spend your turn attacking the guard by trying to talk him down, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't have good approaches for that, but
I guess
Yeah,
that's
sure.
one disadvantage of going all in on a stat.
yeah. Or I can try convince the wizard that he is a demon, but he seems stubborn.
That would be an attack against the wizard, a careful attack probably, and let's just say that's very unlikely to succeed. And the wizard also has more hit points.
Fine, I will surrender from this fight.
Whom are you surrendering to? Because there's 3 sides in this fight, like in addition to you. You can surrender to Gideon, to Andromath, or to the guard.
I'll surrender to the wizard.
Okay. The wizard would like you to stand down, stop trying to kill his friend, and
I'm not doing that.
I mean, you did shoot him in the leg. And also, once this whole mess is done, he would like you to, he will take you to the king to face proper justice. That's what the wizard wants.
Sure, that's what I want as well.
Okay. Gideon. Skip his turn. Andromath will try to reinforce the protective shield, and he'll say, stand down, both of you. Guard, please, you're killing an innocent man. A demon, sir, a demon, good sir. And Andromath will spend his turn trying to reinforce the barrier. And he fails, apparently. Okay, the guard will spend his turn attacking. And he will actually use Gideon's consequence to deal 2 points of damage, inflicting Gideon's level 2 consequence. Sliced up, I'll call it. Okay. Gideon will skip his turn. Andromath, sick of this, will try to blast this guard as well. And yeah, Andromath succeeds, blasting this guard into the canals as well. Quite likely this guard is dead, but Gideon is like one step away from death at this point. And combat's over. Andromath like kneels down next to Gideon and like says, "We need to get you to a healer. Come on, you dwarf, you will stay right there."
There is a very good healer in the Stormwind Keep, and we are near.
I will not
Drenai?
move. You move now.
I should move? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go towards the entrance to the keep.
As you turn around, you will see Gideon winking at you, Blaybeard.
Motherfucker. What?
And let's.
What does that mean?
While that is happening, what are Benjamin, Buhd, and Lyri up to?
I mean, I guess we kept going up the stairs.
Makes sense to me. Also, feel free to move your tokens around. Yeah, you go up the stairs to the keep. Are you heading to anywhere in particular?
I guess to the throne room.
Sure thing. Yeah, you will see the king reading through some papers as you approach. The guards will obviously take note of you, and one guard will rush ahead to announce the king. And as you all approach, he sets down the papers and he says, "I've just received Mirka's report. You all did a good job. Stormwind thanks you for your service."
I just bow and say, Your Majesty, Lyri over here found some extra documents that may interest you regarding the ogres and their connection to Lady Whitley.
Very good. I'll have my agents go through them, and he motions for you to approach to hand them over.
And I do that.
He will then turn to Buhd and say, "So what is to be their fate?"
The ogres?
He nods.
Well, I'd like for them all to find a new home, either in Dire Mall or somewhere in Feralos.
And will you need... I'm presuming you will need transportation. Would you prefer a ship or teleportation?
Well, might be easier for teleportation, but might be also better for boat.
So which?
Buhd will look to Benjamin for advice.
Benjamin, surely a teleportation would be better, right?
I just no.
I do like ship riding more. Well, Yes, ship.
Facepalm.
Okay,
The king...
You two didn't say anything.
Didn't you hear Lyri whispering?
She said it to Benjamin, not Buhd.
Fair enough.
No, wait, but surely wouldn't the ship be customary of the city?
I don't believe so. There's currently a ship dock that is heading to Teldrassil. We can arrange transportation from there to Feralos. It's the least we can do for what happened to your people.
Thank you for your generosity, Mr. King.
Your Highness.
Your Highness, yes.
I kind of elbow Lyri and whisper, "Well, what about your enlistment thing?"
I'm mentioning it.
Okay, and he says, "Well, now that that matter is solved, do let us know when you'll be ready to depart. Most of your companions are still within the keep's quarters, except for Marfa. She insisted on leaving, and while we are happy to continue housing you, we would rather that this business would be dealt with as soon as possible."
So,
That sounds about right.
but should we get them sorted now, or?
Well,
How long is that trip? Even we sort of still have business to attend. Relatively close.
But above board, because you've been a sailor for several years now, that trip would take On a fast ship, like a week or two. On a slower ship, especially laden with a bunch of ogres, it can take up to a month or more.
That probably take a month to sail.
A month? That's like our whole adventure thing. I think I'm gonna die if I'm at sea that long.
Yeah, couldn't we at least sail across the coast? Where is Feralaz, by the way? Like, this place, like, is it... Do we have to, like, travel inland, or do we just go...
Southwestern Kalimdor. Buhd, was it? Would you need us to drop you off at the coast? Do you need escort inland?
I mean, we should be able to handle ourselves inland as long as it's not too much of a trek, right? But
I suppose.
we can handle ourselves.
Well, as long as Garrosh Hellscream doesn't show up again.
Do you say that out loud?
I kinda just whisper to the party.
Well, I mean, if it's gonna take a month, that means we're gonna be there for a while, right?
As much as I hate to say it, we should probably clear our business over here and then do that.
I was hoping to somehow get to Dalaran, but I can put it off. It'd be awfully unwise to leave all these ogres in Stormwind.
Well, ideally, they just go without Buhd, but I think he insists on going.
So what business do we have to attend to, Benjamin?
Well, there are still some loose ends that worry me a bit.
Like the Nexus Lord?
Above board, you're still like in audience with the king, and you're like just chattering among yourselves at the moment while he's staring down at you guys.
I can just clear my throat and say, there is another issue with like to report.
Speak.
When we came to the city, and well, had our little problems, we ended up in some tunnels under Stormwind, and
Yes, the old catacombs, I'm assuming.
Yes, I remember this.
And there sort of was a cult there,
Yeah,
headed
that was...
by, well, I wouldn't blame you, Your Majesty, if you didn't believe this, but, well, it was led by Stormwind's church's bishop.
He looks at you like you just said the most bizarre thing he's ever heard, an outrageous thing. And he says, Bishop Farthing has been nothing but most helpful to the people of Stormwind. While while this information of a cult, well, I'm certainly willing to investigate, that's the idea that the bishop is involved seems a bit far-fetched.
I mean, it could be an illusion, but it's still something to keep in mind, I guess. There could be a poser.
It's something to investigate regardless, and I will send men to scour the tunnels for this supposed cult.
We've also heard rumblings of a necromancer, but we aren't sure about that.
Perhaps the tunnels have been neglected for too long. Would you be interested in taking up some mercenary work?
Yes?
I'm not addressing you.
No. Very frowns.
Well, I guess I'm open for business.
If I can assign you several guards to assist, but if you find this necromancer and bring her to justice, well, there will obviously be a reward in mind.
Benjamin just takes a look at Lyri and Buhd to see if they, agree.
And I believe this can make a suitable first assignment for you, right, Private Ember Sorrow?
Huh? Oh, yeah. About that, what exactly am I enrolling in?
The Stormwind military.
I mean, I'm not much of a fighter myself.
We can discuss your specific. You can discuss your specific duties with your superior. I believe I mentioned you should report to Lady Wishak.
I'll pat Lyri on the back and say, I'm sure she'd make a great fit for the SI7.
I'm sure Lady Wishak will determine Lady Ember Sorrow's talents most appropriately.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. Sounds good, Mr. King.
Your Highness.
Your Highness, I'm so sorry. Mary kind of frantically tries to salute.
I thought elves cared about these court politics.
Would it be acceptable if Captain Buhd and Captain Bladebeard accompanied us?
The mercenary offer is intended for all three of you.
Oh, good. Then I will help. Where
is Captain Blaybeard on that note?
Well, he saw Lord Gideon, I believe, and wanted to talk with him.
An upstanding citizen of Stormwind, but talk to him about what? Well, I suppose that's not my business unless it concerns the kingdom.
Mm-hmm. Right. So this lady, Wishak, you say?
Wishak. Emilia Wishak.
She'll be in the old town, right?
The old town barracks. You are told to report there at 1800 hours.
Mm-hmm. All right. Will do.
And bear in mind that the punishment for desertion can be quite severe, Lady Ember Sorrow. No, he wouldn't say lady, he would say Private Ember Sorrow.
Yes, good king. Yes.
Your Highness.
Your Highness. Your Highness. Yes, Your Highness, I understand.
Unless there's anything else, I believe you all are dismissed.
Lyri nods and turns around.
Benjamin bows and turns to the group and says, well, if you don't mind, I'd like to visit my dad, see if he's alive.
He motions for you to go ahead. You were told.
Oh, I was talking to the group.
Oh, my bad.
Mm-hmm. What did you say, Benjamin?
Oh, I just said that I wanted to visit my dad, see if Blaybeard's mom didn't kill him.
Oh, yeah, we should visit them. I have time to burn anyway, it's fine.
Yeah, they're good ship.
I guess Benjamin bows before leaving.
Mm-hmm. And do you head into the guest quarters of the keep?
Yeah.
Okay. You remember where everyone's room is, but where do you head specifically?
What time was it again?
About 2 p.m.
I guess we haven't eaten yet, so there's that.
Both hungry.
I guess we can stop by the dining hall first.
Okay. if you head to the dining hall, first off, you will see that there are two rooms that on your way that are guarded by guards, two guest rooms. Do you move past them or do you interact in any way?
Well, do we know these rooms?
Give me a second, because I misplaced. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're your rooms.
No, okay. Then I guess we go past them.
Oh, two of yours. Okay. Yeah, and as you head to the dining room, and you enter, you will see Benjamin, your father, sitting like with his shirt unbuttoned, with a bunch of empty plates before him, like half asleep, like clearly having gorged himself.
Well, I'm glad he's having a good time.
Do you say that?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, Benny. Oh, well.
Benny.
It's not every day that you get to dine in the royal keep, do you?
Benny. Lyri just keeps elbowing Benjamin.
Did Bladebeard's mom not attack you or anything?
Oh, she insisted on leaving, and well, nobody here is technically under arrest, so she left. With the weird cat, I will add.
Huh. It was a weird cat. What was up with that, I wonder?
Right. Well, I can assure you that I have not emptied all of the kitchens, so if you ask, I'm sure they will bring you something to eat.
Good. I think we deserve that after, well, it's been an eventful day, let's say.
Care to tell me about it?
Yeah, let me just get something to eat and I'll tell you everything.
Nods. Lyri and Buhd, do you also get something to eat?
No, Lyri just sits down.
Buhd will grab a large pile of food and eat it.
Well, you have to ask the servers to bring you food, but sure.
Oh, well, then Buhd will be like, yeah, bring me food. I am hungry, please.
The servers, like, when an ogre suddenly approaches them, they, like, startle, and, yeah, you say that to them, and, yeah, the servers nod off, and one of them says, okay, extra large, I suppose, and they, like, rush to the kitchens.
Buhd will pet his belly, and he will wait.
So, Mr. Aaran, how are you? Lyri kind of
he like starts buttoning his shirt up.
stares at him.
I'm as you can see, it's been an eventful few days.
I can tell. Hopefully you should be able to go home soon.
What about you, Miss Lyri? How are you related to Benny again?
I have no clue. I'm like his third cousin or something. I don't know.
Right. Well, good. Above board, Thompshire, did we ever establish a name for your mother?
I don't think we did.
Okay. We don't have to now, but he'll say, well, can you... I'm genuinely curious. Benny's mother didn't talk about it very much. What are the Ember Sorrows like? Back in, up there?
Yeah, my brother is pretty cool, I guess. He's something. I didn't really talk to him until pretty recently, but he seems to be doing pretty well. He works with the military.
Well, I see we have that in common, the Aarans and the Ember Sorrows.
Yeah. My father was pretty high up as well, but, you know, Lyri kind of like wipes her brow.
I don't know. Is it something you'd rather not talk about?
He worked with, he was part of, Lyri kind of loses her train of thought.
Well, I'm sure he was a fine man, and I'm sure he raised a very fine daughter as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is
I'm
Ember
sure
Sorrow,
he did as well.
is Ember Sorrow your father's name or your mother's name?
Father's name.
Are all people on your father's side of the family military men?
Mm-hmm.
More on the... I know he like raises his hands and does like a mumbo jumbo gesture, and he says, "Are you with the more weird elf magic side, or more with the?" And he like pats his biceps, the more physical strength side.
More of the, and then Lyri does the little bicep pat thing.
I can respect that.
My brother's into magic, though. He always was.
Well, I definitely believe that magic has its uses, but there's certainly nothing can truly replace true, proper, just pure physical ability. At least that's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm neither. And Lyri just kind of shrugs.
Oh, did you not follow a career in the military?
No, I had other stuff to look after. I had to work in a bar for a while. Nasty business.
Well, I believe every profession has its place in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Any interesting stories? I don't know how elven bars are like. Are they rowdier than human bars?
They can be pretty rowdy at times. Probably not more than human bars, though. It got pretty bad after the war, but I assume it's cleared up a bit by now.
I'm sorry. I forgot, quite honestly. What's Benjamin doing?
Getting food, I think. Right, Benjamin?
Yeah.
He will just like sigh, realizing that like it's approaching an awkward topic, and he will say, "So what do you enjoy doing in your free time?" I enjoy cutting up lumber. It's what I do. It's what I do now that I've retired from the military. Benjamin, do you have any hobbies like casually? Above work?
Above board? I haven't given that thought.
Because your father would say Benny likes to do this.
Oh, I don't know. Think of something embarrassing. I'll leave it up to you.
Benny's actually, a fan of tap dancing, if you can believe it.
Tap dancing?
Yeah, I was surprised myself, but one day he showed up, said that he learned it by watching some traveling Wildhammer dwarves, and there he was. Damaged the hell out of the floor, though.
Crazy. What's like outside of, fighting?
What was the question? Sorry.
What's he like outside of fighting?
He is a very thoughtful child. He can be very kind and very observant, but very distant. He can retreat into his shell when things get too rough.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a good lad, and I'm very proud of him.
I'm glad. It must be nice to have a father.
You're a good friend.
Huh?
Oh, hello. Oh, sorry, you were still in the room, but my bad. I thought you also left with Benjamin. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that Bud had to.
No, you didn't. You didn't. That was entirely my bad. So what did you say? Because I didn't quite hear it.
Bud said, "Yeah, he a good friend."
Oh, I'm very glad to hear that. And he looks a little bit reassured.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. Bud, what are you gonna do? In your spare time?
What do I do in spare time?
Yeah, any hobbies?
I mostly just ate a lot of food, but I used to carve wooden ducks.
What's a duck? Sorry, he wouldn't ask that. That was more of an above board question. Not question, joke. He'll say, "Oh, that's very nice. We don't get ducks very often. They usually get eaten by murlocs."
Yeah,
I can't
but ate a murloc once. Not that tasty.
eat a murloc?
Oh, well, I suppose you would. I hear that the king has his own pond, and that roast duck is a delicacy at the keep. I wouldn't know.
I have to try it sometime. They bringing food, so maybe they bring duck.
Well-
I'm guessing they'll go for something a bit bigger for you, pal.
Bigger.
I guess by this time I'll be getting back.
Look who it is.
Well, what sort of embarrassing things did you just hear?
We are being
Tippity.
very nice, Benny. We are being very nice about you.
Tippity tap. Tippity tap dance.
We all really love you, Benjamin. And Lyri gives him a really big, creepy smile.
He kind of just narrows his eyes and he's like, okay, what did you tell them?
Nothing. I told them that you are a very kind boy, and I'm very proud of you.
We really appreciate you, Benjamin. Lyri's smile gets even wider.
Yeah, don't say that with that smile, you're creeping me out.
Oh, I see you found a roast duck. Taking a look at your meal.
Is it today's special?
I wouldn't know. He looks a bit guilty.
Is Buhd particularly looking at it?
I think Bud would look at it. He is hungry, but he's also waiting for his giant meal.
Lyri is not paying attention to food.
Are you on a diet or something? You look thin enough, honestly.
Uh-huh. No, I just have more important things to think about, Benjamin.
Well, if you fall on your side of malnutrition, it doesn't help you with your thinking.
I suppose that's true, but they're gonna force me into the military?
Well, you sort of did that to yourself.
I was trying to be kind.
And hey, a few years in the military will do you some good, maybe.
That's right.
Oh,
Those were the best years of my life.
Here's plan.
I can't do anything around here.
You could dress up like a female ogre and go on ogre-ship.
Well,
I will report any suggestions of desertion.
Dessert? Oh, that sounds good too.
I'll talk to the recruiter and try and get myself a good deal, and then maybe get off.
You really should give it a thought. It's honestly, you get to see the world. You get to do your duty for the kingdom.
But my allegiance is alive with my home, and Stormwind is not my home.
Well, if the war goes well enough, maybe serving Stormwind will also mean serving your kingdom.
Maybe. I guess, but
It's a fine life. It's a fine life, and it really puts hair on your chest. You know what I mean?
Lyri kind of gives him a disgruntled look.
He doesn't notice and says, "Really, thanks to my service in the military, I've been all the way to the Arafi Highlands, if you can believe it. It's truly a wonderful place. And on the other side, I've been all the way to Duskwood. It really takes you all over the world."
You know that's not very far, right?
Well, if you're particularly lucky, you can get shipped off to Kalimdor, I suppose.
Well, I wouldn't particularly call it lucky these days, but sure.
The world's a rough place, certainly, but that's your chance as a member of the Stormwind military to make it a better place. To do your duty to your king and country and, well, hopefully turn the world into a better place, as I said.
Wait, Benjamin, did we ever, deal with that SI7 guy?
Well, he's being wanted, I guess.
Yeah, but we didn't restrain him or, right?
No, he fled.
He fled?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just thinking we should probably get everything in the city sorted before we go.
Well, I agree, but he's a member of the SI7, so hiding is sort of his speciality, even if his mustache stands out a bit.
Were you really serious about me being good enough for the SI7? Come on, Benjamin.
Well, you are very sneaky, that I think we can all agree with.
I think the SI7 have more resilience than me.
I'm sure you'll do fine if that's the career path you want to follow.
I'm thinking maybe, Benjamin, if I do enroll, to just stay there for as long as we're in Stormwind. It might help me get some useful information, I don't know.
I don't think enrolling for a week is a thing.
Well, I'd rather not be labeled a deserter, because...
Well, yes, but a contract in the military generally implies at least a couple of years.
Why could I be a mercenary? Does he not think I'd be good?
Well, I'm pretty sure you did that yourself.
I did all the mission. I did everything.
Yeah, but you were the one who suggested being part of the military, so... I literally refused it next to you, so you could have just done the same thing.
Well, in Silvermoon we have a certain level of etiquette to show people, and...
Is etiquette in Silvermoon saying, "Oh, I'll join your army"?
No, it's being polite, Benjamin.
How is that being polite? That's just offering your...
You've seen how I can be. You've seen how I can be. I need to be polite.
By calling him Mr. King, right?
Shut up.
You called His Majesty Mr. King?
Yeah, more than once.
How are you? How do you still have your head?
Because I did a mission. I saved an ogre. I don't know.
By the light, Benny, you've been in the army. You gotta teach her how to behave properly. She'll get killed. Maybe even by her own comrades at this rate.
Hey. Benjamin would never kill me.
Oh, I didn't mean Benny. I meant your platoon mates, I suppose.
Right, my platoon mates.
Well, considering everything, the king is less strict than I thought he would be.
Yeah, considering you almost got your head cut off.
Well, that kind of was my fault.
It was entirely your fault. I had to save your sorry ass.
Well, I was kind of under duress.
Yeah. But I was ready to save you, but...
And hey, not everyone can say they got tackled by the king himself, right?
Yeah, but...
You what?
The king had his sword to Benjamin's throat. It was...
What? Why? He looks absolutely horrified.
Because... did we not mention this? I guess he might have brushed over it. Benny over here was held under, like... They were blackmailing him. That's why I had to save you.
I'm gonna go get a drink. And he gets up.
Okay, bye.
As he turns to leave, the door will suddenly be like swung open thrown open as 6 servants on a gigantic plate are carrying a roast cow for Buhd.
Oh.
A whole cow.
It can't be easy feeding all these ogres. I feel like we should get them sorted sooner rather than later.
Yeah, maybe I should have given that accounting a better look, just out of curiosity.
There were a lot of zeros. Yeah, but they, with a lot of difficulty, because the cow was a pretty fucking heavy thing, they throw it on the table, and one of them says, wait, the table might not hold, and the others like all groan in exasperation. And what do you do, Buhd?
Oh, thank you. And Buhd will reach out to dine in.
Well, they're still like deciding where to put the thing.
Oh, you can put it on the floor. Buhd can eat it there.
They all collectively drop it.
And Buhd will eat it.
Okay.
Benjamin, I think I might have noticed a problem here.
What? Sorry?
I might have noticed a problem with our whole boat thing.
What is that?
If this is like the average meal for an ogre.
We'll die at sea. That's your
Yes,
point,
we
right?
run out of food at sea. How would we sustain it? Wouldn't we have to make continual stops to resupply?
Giant fish. That's what Buhd ate.
But you bring up a good point. Maybe we should revisit the idea of using portals. But yeah.
Oh, but ship rides are fun and great.
Yeah, but Mr. Bladebeard loves ship riding as well, but he's held off on it for a while.
Well, Bladebeard is, how we say, not the best captain. I'm the best captain.
Yeah.
Maybe, I think, honestly, Kiri is the best captain.
Oh, well, she's not here, though.
But speaking of which, I want to revisit Aaran. I'm interested in the stuff they're doing on that friend of yours. The treatment for
Shalalalan. Well, you can't take boat ride to Dalaran.
Well, yes, I was implying it. I teleported there.
Although I've always wanted to ride a ship that flies. Big gunship.
Doesn't they have those?
Yeah.
So we should just go to like wherever those things are, right? Doesn't the king have one? A ship that flies?
Well, I think it's, again, just easier to teleport us than using one of the few precious gunships that the Alliance owns, don't you think?
Yeah, I think we should teleport there.
And you guys have no sense of adventure.
Well, I want to get myself fixed, but
What do we get you fixed?
well, I mean, I want to make sure everything's okay. I don't know what could be happening.
I don't know, have you, tried skinny dipping in the Sunwell? That could help.
Yeah, right. I've been purposely avoiding using magic because I had a few days where I was just going over the top, you know.
I'm tempted to compel Zelris completely randomly. This is a very much an inside joke. Lyri will try to find a Death Knight and a Druid to mana tap.
No.
I think she needs to at some point.
We need to. Okay, so she only has like 2 fate points now. We can do it.
Oh, you
No, it doesn't need to be now, but she needs to mana tap those two. We
Well,
may
I mean,
find some druids in Kalimdor, but the Death Knight may be a little harder.
It doesn't need to be now, but I just want to get payback. You know,
what do you pay back
everything.
for making you eat a finger one time?
It's more than that.
Well, while we ponder that, should we check up on Blaybeard?
Yeah.
So, Blaybeard, you're being led by the mage who is also carrying Gideon, and he'll say, "Stop right there, dwarf," and he will want to put magical shackles on you.
Nope. You ain't touching me with magic.
You are obligated to follow him to court, by the way.
I don't want any magic on me. I'm coming willingly.
Because you surrendered and you weren't defeated, this is above board. I'll allow this little objection from you. The mage gives you a nasty look, but realizes that while he's carrying Gideon, he can't really do much else. And you guys proceed. And as you guys are walking, he's just mumbling to himself, he's clearly very upset at this chain of events. And the guards will make way for you, seeing this entire mess. Do you do anything as you approach the king?
I guess I yell at him.
Well, I mean before.
No.
Okay. Then as you near him, Andromath will also yell. You have a higher quick than Andromath, so you go ahead if you want to say something first.
Oi, King, I caught the other one of the another one of the Gideon guy.
Andromath
this
will
guy.
yell out, Your Majesty, this dwarf and 2 guards just tried to assassinate Lord Gideon Eriksson.
He is working with Clovis and Elsvis. I saw him.
They tried to murder him in cold blood before my very eyes.
He can shoot green fire.
He's an innocent, wounded man.
Ask Benjamin's uncle. They are co-workers.
Enough! The king yells, and he walks up to the both of you and says, "Get a priest here now." And some guards will come up to take Gideon. If you were to look behind you, by the way, Blaybeard, you will see that there's a trail of blood on the floor.
All right.
And the king will say, "What happened?" You, pointing at Andromath, he will say, myself and Gideon were walking away from court after we just spoke with Your Majesty, when this dwarf yelled at us about poor Gideon being... What did you say? That he was a warlock or that he was a demon?
A demon.
I lied to the guards.
Well,
that he was a demon.
before you lied to the guards, I mean.
I think you said warlock before.
Right?
Sure. Warlock.
Okay. That he was a warlock, and then he somehow convinced 2 guards that he was a demon and tried to slay him before my very eyes. If I weren't there, Lord Gideon would be dead. How do you explain yourself?
Remember when you found me fighting with Elsvis? Yeah, that guy was there, and I heard her say his name, Gideon.
Lord
I
Gideon
remember
is
it.
an upstanding member of society. All the evidence you have is hearsay. While Gideon's bloody body was just brought into my court.
What reason would I have to lie?
What
I'm just
reason?
trying to help you guys. I've been doing that the whole time.
And Andromath will say, "Nonsense, Your Majesty, please. He engineered the attempted murder of my apprentice. Enough, Captain Blaybeard. These are very serious accusations. Do you realize this?
Aye.
And do you deny the fact that you attacked Lord Gideon in the streets?
He attacked me yesterday.
Do you deny the fact that you attacked Lord Gideon today?
No, I shot him in the knee.
Shut up, Andromath. Well, then I believe you'll be charged with attempted murder. Seize him.
Who? Me?
Yeah, he was talking about you, and he said that to a couple guards who will come to arrest you.
Well, wait, I'm the good guy. I've been helping you the whole time.
There is no evidence of Lord Gideon being whatever you accused him of. Frankly, you assaulted an innocent man, a nobleman that's contributed greatly to the military of Stormwind at that, in the streets.
Well, ask the Endor and the guard that we have in jail. They are his co-workers.
All the evidence will be brought forth at a trial, but that even if he were whatever you accuse him of being, that does not mean you can attack a man in the streets.
Well, the guards attacked him as well.
Where are the guards? And Andromath says, probably dead, Your Majesty. I had to do whatever I had to do to defend Lord Gideon.
So I get arrested for helping the guards of Stormwind arrest a man.
You instigated this assault, says Andromath.
So?
That is attempted murder in the first degree, Captain Blaybeard, says King Varian.
So wait, I get arrested for telling the guards to arrest a man and them try to kill him?
You get arrested for telling the guards to kill a man and participating in the attempted murder, which you did not deny.
Yeah, but I was assisting the stowing guard.
Enough of this.
The law.
Enough of this. Seize him already. And 2 guards will move in to take you, Blaybeard.
Fine. Do I get my old cell again?
Different one this time, he says to the guards, and the guards nod. At once, Your Majesty, and they begin taking you to the prisons.
Alright. Wait, call Benjamin and Lyri. They saw him as well. They can vouch for me.
The king ignores you.
Yeah, whatever. Alright, I follow the guards.
Yeah. You are led to a jail cell. Well, do let me know if you do anything while you're being led to the jail cell.
Wait, fuck, it's too late. I had something else to do, but never mind.
Yeah.
I wanted to learn another aspect from Gideon, but yeah, he's no longer in the same scene as me.
You will be correct. Yeah, and yeah, unless you do anything, you will be tossed in a jail cell, and you will see a mage create a magical ward protecting the jail cell from outside interference.
Fine.
While this is happening, Benjamin, Blaybeard, and Buhd, as you're arguing, first off, your father will return to the table, Benjamin, with a bottle in hand, and then like seconds after, a guard walks in and says, "Benjamin, Aaran, Captain Buhd, and Private Lyri Embersorrow, you are summoned by the king."
Can I
All
take
right.
this to go?
Looks like our official business on mercenary works come in.
Well, I guess the tackling story is for another time.
Buhd will lift up what remains of the cow that he's still eating, and he's gonna walk with it while eating it.
A cow is a big animal. Like, are you just taking?
I guess
like
I guess you can take a leg or something.
He carries a wait, put it in the cannon book. Put it in the cannon.
Put the cow in the
cow
cannon.
Cannon. You can carry it that way.
Oh, so the
Like a big KFC stand.
the book will keep it nice and toasty.
Also, are you eating the bone as well?
No, he's like throwing the bone behind him after he like takes the meat off.
Oh god, poor kitchen stuff.
Okay.
Hey, and they're the one that made the cow for Buhd. Buhd would have been fine with like just big portions.
Well, they could at the very least like leave the bones in the plate.
There is no plate.
There was a plate.
Oh, well, he was eating it on the floor, so.
Yeah, the plate was on the floor.
Oh. I just pictured them throwing a cow on the floor and having
No,
Buhd
they
eat
were
it.
carrying it on a gigantic plate.
Oh, okay. Well, then he'd be throwing the bones in the plate. Until now, because now he's gonna walk with the what remains of the cow.
The guardsman will say, "You will be the presence of His Majesty, and you will not do anything disrespectful." Looking at Buhd.
Mm-hmm. We know how to treat.
But Buhd looks around like very confused.
You will not do anything disrespectful. Looks at
Just-
Buhd, points at the cow.
I can't bring
put it down, but
I can't bring cow.
No, just put it
You
down.
can't bring
Oh.
a cow.
Okay, all right. Oh. But we'll sadly put the cow back down on the plate, and it'll look very sad.
And they'll whisper to Lyri, "Your Highness, remember."
I remember.
But we'll just like sneakily grab like the one of the like a little chunk of the meat and like quickly eat it in his mouth like a chipmunk.
Give me a sneaky.
Oh no! That is the best sneaky I could do.
What did you roll? Oh, a 2. Not. You could get as high as a 4, but still not enough. The guard notices that and says, "For the love of the light, we leave now."
Okay.
Do you all follow the guardsman?
Yeah.
Let me know if you do or say anything before you reach the courtroom.
What's this about?
The guard does not answer.
I mean, it's the mercenary work, right?
I mean, it's been like, what, 15 minutes?
Well, maybe he's got some guards to help us track down the necromancer.
At least they could let us finish eating or something.
Well, you know, there's never a dull day.
Yeah, I miss a dull day.
I mean,
I miss my cow.
I mean, maybe we can like go to Damaran, just like have a little rest there, book one of those like cool little do they have houses in Aaran, Benjamin?
No, I don't feel like Aaran is a tourist resort. It's more like a school, I guess. I don't know.
Well, we both know magic.
Well, vaguely, and I'm sure they'll continuously beat over our heads that the way we do it is probably very wrong.
I mean, I don't think I'm that bad at magic.
Well, you read that book about fireballs, right? Did you understand a single word?
That's not important. I could understand it if I really tried.
Okay, sure.
You know, knowing the theory isn't that important, Benjamin. All you need to know is the fundamentals.
Well, I'm pretty sure majors are all about theory.
Theory isn't that practical, though. It's not really easy to apply theory. Right?
If you say so. I don't know.
At this point, I think you will reach the door to the courtroom. Not courtroom, the royal court.
Oh, Benjamin, we should go to Silverman sometime.
I think I'll get stabbed at the entrance, but okay.
The guard looks at all of you with a concerned expression and says, "Remember to pay your respects to His Majesty."
Of course.
And he opens the door. And you will see the king sitting on his throne with a very upset expression, let's say. And sort of opposite you guys is High Sorcerer Andromath, looking very, very upset.
I'll whisper to Lyri. I don't think this is about mercenary work.
No, I think Bladebeard might have said something mean to him.
Is the king mad I ate his cow?
No.
Don't talk about it unless we ask you, okay?
Okay, got it.
Me and Benjamin will do the talking.
Sound
Your
like
Highness,
that.
remember.
Yes. Your Highness?
He looks at you. Benjamin, you realize that he's expecting Lyri to give a bow.
Lyri.
I just elbow Lyri, I guess.
Lyri bows a second too late, so it's just awkward enough.
Looks at Benjamin and Buhd.
They do the same. I guess Benjamin would have done it as soon as they kind of like stop at the middle of the room.
Buhd looks around and sees that they're bowing, and he would do it too.
The king will then say, "Your friend, Captain Blaybeard, attacked a citizen of Stormwind in the streets and almost managed to kill him."
I am trying very hard not to facepalm.
Lyri's eyes like twitching. Well, that's unfortunate. He's in jail, I assume, right?
He is pending the trial, but the evidence points towards a swift. Is conviction the word? Above board.
Sure.
Verdict, I think.
Whatever.
A swift verdict, conviction, whatever. That's what he says.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. I hope he serves his time.
And he will say, so he will not be joining you on your future mercenary work.
That's unfortunate. You know, I could always lend you a helping hand if you want, Benjamin.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
I could lend you a helping hand if you really want, Benjamin, to make up for the lack of play.
Well, I think you were coming anyway, so... anyways, Your Majesty, Bladebeard attacked Lord Gideon, I assume.
I did not mention whom he attacked. So did you help instigate this attack?
No, Your Majesty, but when we arrived, I mentioned that Bladebeard wanted to talk to Lord Gideon, and, well, he was with Archmage Enderman, so I just assumed.
Andromath will say, High Sorcerer Andromath.
My apologies.
My apologies, Your Magnificence.
The king will say, Enough. And he will say, he'll sigh and say, Lord Gideon Erickson is, well, if I'm trying to find the proper way to word this. Lord Gideon Erickson is heavily wounded and currently in the care of the keep's medics and clerics.
Is there anything we can do to help him?
You will not approach him, nor will you approach High Sorcerer Andromath in the future. Your Highness, these people should be in jail. There is no evidence that these people were guilty of the incident, is there?
Your Majesty, I know this doesn't excuse Captain Bladebeard's actions, but Lord Gideon attacked us in the street yesterday, but again, much like what I mentioned about the cult, it's hard to tell if it was some sort of illusion, and I believe his name was also mentioned in some of the documents that were found.
Your Majesty, this is Andromath speaking. They're trying to frame an innocent man. I don't know what exactly they have against Lord Gideon. Oh, as I also don't know what exactly they had against my apprentice Morovi, but these people are clearly not to be trusted. Your Majesty, I insist, enough. All the evidence will be heard at the upcoming trial. That said, even if Lord Gideon was whatever you paint him to be, that does not excuse Captain Blaybeard's actions. 2 guardsmen lie dead because of his intrigue, and Lord Gideon himself was almost killed because of it.
Understandable.
He glares at you.
Of course, Your Majesty, I was just pointing the facts that we know on our end.
Yes, but there's still no reason to attack a person. Surely this should be resolved through other means, bureaucratic means, mayhaps.
You will be called upon to testify at the trial. Now
Against Blaybeard?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Against Bladebeard, Your Majesty?
You'll be called upon to testify according to the truth. Whether that be against Blaybeard or for Blaybeard, the truth is what we're after.
Okay. When's the trial?
Scheduled for next week. I believe Captain Blaybeard has a lawyer, but I've been informed that he was arrested earlier.
Unfortunate.
Benjamin almost laughs, but he stops himself.
Sir, would it be possible for me to postpone my my training until this is sorted out?
Why would that be necessary?
Well, I mean, Bladebeard needs someone to represent him. I need to find him a lawyer, right? I mean, we can't let someone like him represent himself. He's clearly...
Your duties do not include finding a lawyer to represent Captain Blaybeard. You two, looking at Benjamin and Buhd, you are not enlisted in any way in the Stormwind military. You are free to do as you please. But if you cannot find a lawyer for Captain Blaybeard, then a public defendant would represent him.
Bud will merely nod.
Right.
I imagine like half the words don't even mean anything to Buhd.
So,
Not really. I was told also not to say anything.
so this ogre business will have to be postponed until after the trial, right? If we need to be here to testify.
The king sighs and says, "If need be, you can leave a written testimony that will be read out at the trial."
Mm-hmm. Okay. Lyri nods her head.
He was mostly looking at Benjamin and Buhd, not at Lyri, even though Lyri was speaking.
Lyri is giving him as much signals as possible to expect that she will desert ASAP.
I believe we should stay to make a live testimony. Isn't that right, Captain? But
I mean, what is that to say? We weren't at the scene of the crime. Surely it'd be more effective to take care of business and relieve Stormwind of these ogres, right?
Justice takes precedence. Stormwind will manage somehow to afford your compatriots' upkeep. Looking at Buhd. You are allowed to speak, ogre.
I elbow, but
I elbow as well.
I can speak now.
yes, you can.
Okay. What do I say?
Answer the question.
The king sighs and says, "You are all dismissed. Private Embersorrow, as mentioned, you will report to the Old Town Barracks to Lady Wishock at 1800 hours. Mr. Aaran and Mr. Buhd, you both are dismissed, and well, you are private citizens and are free to do it as you please."
But I'm a private as well, Mr. King. I mean, Your Majesty. Lyri kind of like puts her hand over.
He ignores you.
I bow and elbow Buhd to do the same, and we just slowly start, moving back.
But Buhd will do the bow, yeah.
Yeah. Above board, you guys are dismissed. What do you do now?
I'm not hungry anymore.
Benjamin. Lyri kind of like pulls him outside the keep.
Outside the keep, we're going back to the dining hall.
No. Lyri like grabs him, tries pulling him by the sleeve back to the outside the keep.
But Buhd looks at them while he's like walking back to the dining hall with a confused look.
What's up?
Benjamin, I'm gonna roll a forceful to pull you.
Okay. I try not to be cold.
Then give me a post forceful.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's
means
interesting.
I'm gonna
either, well, unless you improve the roll, it either means a reroll on both of your sides, or we'll go with Lyri succeeds at a negative cost.
I'm gonna be petty and I'm gonna use a fate point.
Woohoo!
What are you invoking?
I guess. I'm gonna be creative. I'm gonna say, "Too handsome for my own good. Women have pulled me before." Yeah, let's go with that.
Sure. With now that you've added an incestuous element to this whole conversation.
No. I take it back.
Oh, too late. I already deleted your fate point. Lyri, Benjamin resists, and you find him very handsome somehow.
I'm immediately impressed by his impressive abilities.
Sure.
What are you looking at me funny for?
No. Nothing. Lyri's eyes kind of like glow almost. They shimmer in the light while she stares at you, Benjamin.
What do you want?
I don't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I told you should have eaten. I don't think your brain is working anymore. Well, not that it ever was, but you know what I mean.
Lyri kind of like keeps hold of Benjamin, but kind of lets him walk away.
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of passively dragging her now
Yeah.
back to the dining hall.
Mm-hmm.
But to you, it's obvious they're flirting. I'm joking.
Is that what Bud thinks they're doing?
Bud can think whatever he wants. I was just making a joke.
Yeah, Bud has no idea what they're doing. He's just like, I want to go back to eating my cow.
So do you head back to the dining hall?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's quickly check up on Blaybeard, DoomGoblin. What do you do, if anything? DoomGoblin?
I think he got arrested.
In real life.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess technical issues were happening.
All right, great. Yeah, I would. Yeah, Bladebeard is in a jail cell, right?
Yes.
Well, he's feeling kind of annoyed, although he still thinks that. I guess he was right. Just no one sees it. So he will attempt to do something he hasn't done for a while, and try to ask a mysterious entity in his head. Was I right? That was the same guy that attacked me, the warlock. Was that Gideon? The Gideon?
Let me think how it would phrase its reply, because it has to be cryptic bullshit.
Yeah.
Disorder and death wound up in one, for once your lie was truth.
So I was right, and everyone else is an idiot. Ha! I knew it. I'm always right. Always. And Blaybeard will just start laughing out loud in the cell.
I don't think that's helping your case.
Nope. But he's right.
A guard knocks on your prison, on the prison bars, and says, "Keep quiet in there."
He'll after a few seconds stop laughing, but he's still smiling.
I should mention your belonging. You probably would have been searched, Captain Blaybeard. Would you try to hide anything during the search?
Yeah.
Weapons or other items, etc.
The big daggers or swords, as I call them, because he's a dwarf. They can take 2 guns, sure. I would like to keep at least some smaller daggers. The paper I stole from Mirica, I wouldn't want them to find that. and the hourglass.
Let's roll for each individual item. So for the daggers, roll your sneaky. I'll oppose with a royal guard careful. Okay, they don't find the daggers. Next, Mirica's papers.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. And next, the Hourglass. Tie on an overcome means either you fail or you succeed at a negative cost.
I'm a professional kleptomaniac. Would that help in this case? Hiding stuff on myself that are stolen?
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, I'll spend a fate point.
Very well. Then you keep the Hourglass as well. Do you do or say anything else? Like before we start wrapping up the session?
No. That's it.
Okay. On the Benjamin, Buhd, and Lyri front, do you guys do or say anything else before we wrap up?
Not particularly.
No.
Bud is eating his cow. That's about it.
Yeah, and Benjamin is just sitting and not finishing his meal, just with his hands buried in his face.
Am I gonna need 2 bottles? Says your father.
Yes, please.
Well, I meant for myself.
No, I'm gonna need one. So make that 3.
He sighs and would get up to get 2 additional bottles. Anything from Lyri?
What?
Make that 4.
No, he doesn't say that in character. Anything from Lyri in character before we wrap up the session is my question.
Oh, no.
Okay. Then I suppose it's a good spot to end today's session. What are your guys' thoughts?
I hate it. I fell
got
for your
to-
trap.
Poor Blaybeard.
I did not expect anyone to take that bait.
Why not? He's the bad guy. But somehow he can pretend not to be.
I mean, he's also like a philanthropic nobleman who donates a large amount of his wealth to the Stormwind military and is generally seen as a very good guy that you're accusing of being a demon.
I wonder what would have been if I killed him. I mean, I guess he's a warlock. He has those soul stone things, right? He could revive himself. Or would he just be dead?
The presence in your mind said disorder and death wound up in one, and your lie was truth, if that means anything.
So, my lie was true. Means that... Is he... Wait, is he actually a demon? Is that what the... whatever dark presence...
Oh my god,
trying
he's a
to say?
dreadlord.
You can come to your own conclusions.
He's a fucking demon, I was right. Oh my god. But he also said death and disorder. So a dreadlord, they were made by Shadowlands.
You can come to your own conclusions. You can come to your own conclusions.
Did the jailer put him up to this?
Yes, the jailer is behind all of this.
Yeah, that's why it's
I
the
knew
silver mane. It's the color of his nipples.
Aren't they like, what's the word? Like of grayish blue?
I'm not sure, and I honestly don't care to look.
Okay. Okay. Also,
Why didn't you guys help me with anything?
Because you're stupid.
Because Lyri got away with killing like a bunch of people and setting fire to houses somehow. She can't risk it again.
But yeah, it was a bad idea.
You're all cowards. I
Now
was
it's
right.
on how to get out of being a Stormwind recruit.
well,
Bud just wants his ogre people not to be treated badly, so it sounds like a really bad idea to do that.
Oh my god.
Oh, thanks for the image, bud. That's really not silver, that color.
That's black.
Okay.
No, I think it's dark gray.
Still not silver. Anyway, uh, anyway, also something that happened this session. Yeah, I was like, for the longest time, I was looking for an opportunity to make that joke that the Nexus Lord only remembers people who made him money. So yeah, of you guys, he only remembers Blaybeard.
Well, that's fun.
Wow.
Well, did Lyri ever met him?
No.
Yeah.
And also, like, in the same conversation, Lyri introduced herself, and like less than a minute later, he said, "And you, Azerothian."
That's cool.
It's just funny that the only person he remembered was one of the only people who went that way.
One of the only people who what? Sorry.
Went that way.
Yeah, that was a fun coincidence. Yeah. And he only remembers Blaybeard because Blaybeard, you jump-started his whole experimenting on people project, and he's very, very grateful to you. And he thinks you're a great potential business partner.
Great.
Well, now we know who's gonna bust him out of prison.
I mean, it's definitely not impossible, and it's definitely a thought that crossed my mind, but we'll see.
I don't think any of us are gonna bust Bladebeard out because, like, Bud wants to stay on
he
the.
brought this upon himself.
Like,
yeah, Larry does not want. Larry wants to not get involved with jail anymore.
This is not a situation where, like, the person who is the culprit didn't deserve it. Like, Bladebeard was just trying to pee. Bud was just minding his own business. I mean, Lyri murdered people, so I mean.
No, I beat someone up, and I was.
And committed arson too.
And committed arson.
Yeah, but only after I was already attacked.
I took the care of not killing people. It just killed people left and right.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised I managed to get off with
I mean, it's part of the reason why you are being pushed into the military.
Oh my god! Oh, what a bastard!
Redemption through military service. Oh, wonderful.
Imagine if we have a time skip arc and Lyri's just like gung-ho in the Alliance.
I mean, I will remind you guys that there's currently like a world war going on.
Yeah.
The time skip, and we just found out that Lyri died, like in the Siege of Orgrimmar or something.
Oh no! She's a Dark Ranger now.
Horrible. But I give her an excuse to have red eyes, so.
Well, for next session, I will definitely ask you guys to, I suppose, definitely consider your options going forward, because at least 1/4 of your party is in a big pickle, and actually kind of half of your party is in a pickle.
I'm gonna take care of this pretty easily. Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, good luck, because
Bladebeard becomes
far away from you.
Bladebeard becomes public enemy #1 in Stormwind.
Mm-hmm.
He would love that.
Can you like invent a new Clovis to hunt Bladebeard down?
I mean, Clovis is still around.
Yeah, but like a new Clovis as well as Clovis. Just so Bladebeard can get the authentic Lyri experience.
I don't know, it could be like his twin brother, but instead of being bald, he has hair.
Yeah, he has hair but no mustache.
Clovis, but spelled with an F.
You know what I'll do? I'll like probably like take the render Thompshire made and like flip him in Photoshop so that instead of facing left, I think he's facing at the moment, he'll face right, and I'll like
invite his color.
And I'll like use Photoshop to like remove the mustache somehow and like change it to be like skin color or something, and and it'll be Clovis's twin brother, who is still a loyal SI7 agent. And yeah, sure.
That's how he manages to get off with the charges of being part of the code. Well, not the code. whatever the word is, the bad people. He just
Yeah.
shaves his mustache and no one knows it's him.
Genuinely, I will come up with like an elite rogue person to follow any escapees, whether that be Blaybeard or not, we'll see.
Uh-huh.
Thank you for the idea, Zelris. Okay. Other thoughts on today's session?
Buhd got to eat a cow. That is all.
No, part of it, at least.
He's eating the rest of it now.
Benjamin is at least somewhat proficient in tap dancing, although you tend to damage floors when you do that.
Yeah, I'm glad no one asked about that.
Well, you'll have a potential business partner with the Nexus Lord, so that's fun. And I guess we'll see where our next session takes us, because I think this is the session where I have the least idea of what will happen next, honestly, which is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, any other thoughts before we go into our shoutouts?
People of Stormwind are idiots. That's
I
it.
think Blaybeard was the idiot, to be honest.
No, I exposed two Legion cultists, and then I exposed the third one, and they think that I'm the bad guy. I mean,
I think for you to someone, you need to have evidence.
My word.
Blaybeard is actually a Dreadlord. Arrest him.
I mean, above board, there is some objective evidence of Gideon being a bad guy. Like his name sometimes appears in like the documents you guys confiscated from the Silvermane people, but does it appear often enough to be suspicious? Because there's also like a bunch of other names. Hard to say.
I mean, it was the way Blaybeard went about it.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
yeah,
Maybe our testimony would be worth something before Bladebeard fucked it up.
I think that was the way Bladebeard would go about stuff, so I don't regret anything.
I genuinely loved your reaction, DoomGoblin, when like Gideon didn't fight back and was like just perfectly fine with being chopped to death. Like, not seeing but hearing the gears turn in your head was amazing.
That's not what was supposed to happen.
You know what?
Was supposed to throw fire at me.
At one point, I'm going to be able to like one-shot people if they don't fight back, which is kind of scary to think about.
Who would?
Like in general, at one point we'll be able to one-shot people if they don't fight back.
Oh,
How high rolls are getting.
I think we talked about this. It would be 6, 8, 12. You would need to deal 18 damage in one roll to one-shot somebody.
I feel like that's possible.
It is, but we're still a ways off. Don't pull your fate points into something.
I feel like I could do it if I go to Loki and had like an advantage or two.
Probably. I wouldn't put it past you. Fun
Oh,
stuff.
I also had a poison that I guess guards would find.
Oh, do you want to actually roll to see if they would find the poison real quick before we go into the shoutouts?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. For the viewers, I won't switch the screens, but I will tell you what's being rolled.
7.
And the 6 from the guards, so the poison is still on Blaybeard's possession.
You know, Bladebeard, if they were going to lock you up for life, you could just drink that, you know. They'll never know if you're guilty or not. They'll never be.
You know, that thing genuinely made like a table with dice rolls for the effect of that thing, so I hope you don't drink it, DoomGoblin.
I wasn't planning to. but I am very excited to see.
Okay. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see.
Oh, what if I done it and then stabbed the end? I should have done that. Then he maybe would fight back. I don't know. Episode is over.
Hindsight 2020.
Should have used the Raging Troll Berserk or whatever and make him gigantic if he still had that.
I mean, he doesn't. Blaybeard doesn't have that anymore.
Yeah, it would have been funny though.
I guess. Been interesting. Okay. Any other anything else for our viewers before we start the shoutouts?
Nope.
Assume it's a unanimous no. Viewers, thank you once again for watching and listening to us. I will ask these people to talk about themselves and how lovely they are. I rolled the dice. That Thompshire should go ahead first and talk about himself and how great he is, etc., etc. Can you please go ahead?
Sure. Hello. You've watched this enough to know who I am, I guess. But you can find me both on YouTube and Twitter as Sir Thompshire, and I usually make renders for this series or other random renders. And I'm currently sort of working on a new mission map project that I'll start thinking about again once exams are over. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, good luck with those. Good luck with
Thank
those.
you. I'll need.
Also, funnily enough, the video that's showing on screen for the viewers, like to show what everyone's been working on, is your teaser for the Ufer series.
It's not a series, it's a video, and I'm actually unsure if I'm gonna finish.
Okay.
We'll see. Who knows?
Okay.
Who knows?
Thank you very much, Thompshire. Next, we have the owner of the channel you all are watching this on, Mr. Skoll Shorties. Can you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing?
Yaparoni. Hi, you know me. I'm Skoll Shorties. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and find the YouTubes because this is where you're watching it from. Obviously I work on the stuff. And I am currently working on finishing up my first episode from a Mishima series. It is like close to being done to the final scenes, which unfortunately it's a fight scene, so that's gonna be a minute, but we're getting there.
Nice. Since this will be a week later, should the viewers expect to see it already, or should they wait for a little bit?
Oh, I don't think it's ready within a week, but sometime hopefully in July it'll be done, I hope.
Okay. Do check Skoll's channel out. Thank you very much. Next, we have Zelris. Can you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing?
My name is Zelris. Machinima on Twitter and YouTube.
She does, and she is great at it. Thank you, Zelris. And next, we have the... I don't know if I would call you a hero, but DoomGoblin. Can you please talk about yourself and what you're doing?
Who will a hero? Bladebeard or me?
Blaybeard,
DoomGoblin.
I meant.
Well, maybe in real life or I mean, you don't know. But if you consider drawing being heroic, then I am a hero. Because I do draw stuff. And find my drawings on that's me.
I would consider drawing heroic, and I do, and I am genuine when I say they are incredible. And I mean that sincerely. So thank you very much, DoomGoblin. And I was your game master, Teeironor. I do this series, which is a lot of fun, and I also do another series on my channel, also Accelerated Tabletop, called Legacy of the Rimland. That's set in a homebrew universe where I'm allowed to actually kill important people, unlike this series, I guess. But do check that out if you are interested. Other than that, thank you once again, dear viewers, for listening to us. We will be back next week on Surf channel, most likely. We will see you then. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.